傷跡綺麗な。
This is also called the scar.
揺らいだ世界で揺るがない
Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 2. And last episode was just to let us catch up with the students, and they did that by having this mock exercise with these supposed villains attacking, and the villains were played by the big three, two of the big threes, and Mirio was being the like the victim, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. And then the after credit of last episode, they showed Dabby and Hawks meeting in some secret place. So I have no idea what that's about. But yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/FiorLubini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
揺らいだ世界で揺るがない
After this episode ended, I just had to go back because I felt like there was a lot of stuff happening, a lot of information being given out, and then when have they ever? They haven't given us the name of the All for One's brother, right? Like I don't know, like the first One for All. Like when he said to Deku that he wanted to show him more, but he's only at 20%, and that they're past the singularity point, but for him not to worry and that he's not alone. They woke up of his power being, I don't know if he's like, I don't know what that means. The fact that his power was working, does it mean that the first helped him overcome his 20% or something? I don't know. But when he said that they were at the point of singularity, singularity point or something, I'm like, what the heck is a singularity point? So I went and Googled it. And then they're like, it's a point in mathematics. And at that point, the given mathematical object is not defined, or a point where the mathematical object ceases to be well behaved. Maybe ceases to be well behaved. Maybe he stopped showing him more because whatever. But yeah, I guess once he goes past 20%, he's gonna show him more. And like they showed a lot of what the conflict between All for One and One for All. And that All for One's brother was human, right? And All for One has the power to take your power and give it. And he just looks for people that are in it. I noticed this about a lot of villains in anime, where their followers are someone that the villain goes after when they are at a low point in their lives, and then they see the villain as their savior or something, and they give their life to the villain. That's basically what All for One also did here, because he looks for like the first person that had the mouth thingy. I forgot what he said it was, but he was being sort of like mistreated by, I don't know, by people, even though he was a good person. And then you have the other dude that's a normal person that was attacked by people with powers, and he had something that he developed, but that didn't do anything. So he brought these two people there, took away the other guy's power, and gave it to the human that didn't have any power, so that he could possibly be able to defend himself. And just because he took that power from the other guy, his life was going to be so much better. He's not going to be mistreated anymore. His parents, family will accept him or something or other. And then there's the other dude that's like, okay, yay, now I have power, so I can protect myself and stuff like that. So these two people now are sort of like indebted to him. And he does this to a bunch of people. And by doing that, he's amassing this big army that's sort of like so loyal to him that when he wants other people to submit to him, even if he doesn't give those people orders, those people go after the people that don't want to submit, you know. And they talked about them reading this comic book, and then the first All for One was that All for One, One for All, no, One for All. The first One for All. How should I call him? The first. Let's just say the first. He told him that he only read like the first 3 chapters, and that the heroes always win. So, All for One just being tired of the first, not wanting to join it with him, just gave him a power that he knows that the first can handle. And I'm assuming that's the One for All, or I get so confused sometimes. One for all for one. Okay, One for All. He gave him the one for all. Yeah, power, right? And that's where the flashback ended when it came to Deku. So there was that, and then there was the thing with Hawks. Like when last episode ended, and then you see these two, Dabi and Hawks, meeting. And I'm like, why are they meeting? But then they showed us exactly what happened. And the thing is that these two people, this man and this woman, they sent Hawks undercover, sort of, with the League of Villains, because they want him to get as much information as they can so that they are better prepared when the nobles attack and the League of Villains do the thing. So with Hawks being with the League of Villains now, apparently they were gonna test drive this new Domo that showed up in the last episode of the last episode of the last season. They were gonna test drive this Nomu, and then they wanted Hawks to bring this strong hero, so that they could test the Nomu. But then he wound up bringing Endeavor. And Endeavor, being that they expected like a strong hero and not Endeavor, Dabi was not okay with that, because Endeavor is like super strong. And then to counter, Hawks is like, at least he was able to damage Endeavor, so it's a good thing, right? And then Dabi was like, how come nobody died? You know? And he's like, because I'm a hero, I can't just let people die, or they're gonna start mistrusting me or something, so I have to, do my hero stuff. And I feel like since Hawks knew that they were going to attack with this new Nomu, he brought Endeavor on purpose, thinking that Endeavor was going to be able to defeat the Nomu and keep the casualties to a minimum. Or if it wasn't that, he would have just bring another hero that's maybe not as strong as the Nomu that they were trying to test, and that Nomu would have would have killed a bunch of people. And Hawks was trying to prevent that, and that's why he brought Endeavor in. And then they showed this little backstory about how Hawks saved these people. And these two, I feel like when I'm not totally sure because I only heard the voices and the backs of the people, but I feel like the two persons that were trying that gave the plan to Hawks to infiltrate the League of Villains, those were the same people that showed up at Hawks' parents' house or something, and they were like, okay, this kid has an enormous talent, and that he should become a hero, and that they were gonna take care of the charges and everything when it comes to that. So I feel like just because these two people did that, Hawks feels like he's indebted to them. So anything that they ask of him, he's gonna do. So that's why when they said that they have a proposition for him, he's like, that they made it sound like he had a choice, or that he could refuse it or something or other. And I feel like it's because it's those two people that took charge of him. That's why he went along with it. And then Endeavor went home. And what was her name? Fuyumi. She prepared this dinner with Natsu and Shoto. Shoto there, right, to sort of welcome him home. And Natsu didn't particularly care about playing nice with Todoroki, just because I can't just Todoroki because Endeavor playing nice with Endeavor just because of all the crap things that he did to the family, and the fact that he said that Shoto likes soba, and that's the first time he's known that, because Endeavor has kept Shoto away from them, such a long time. So he's not ready to forgive Endeavor. Just like Shoto also is not ready to forgive him. And okay, now I'm gonna go into spoiler mode, so anybody else that doesn't want to know anything about Debbie, get off from here. So, spoiler alert. I know who Debbie is, and Debbie is Endeavor's oldest son, Toya, that Natsu mentioned while he was having this tirade, and then he left the room. So when Debbie was telling Endeavor not to die and that they were gonna have this talk, I'm like, okay, I know I know why he's saying that now. If I didn't know this and then I saw that, I'm gonna be like, why do you want to have a talk with him? My mind would not go there. But now that I know the relationship between these two, like, I see the context now, so I know why he wants to have this talk with him. And yeah, so while that discussion was happening, I'm like, I want to say something, but I can't really say anything while watching the episode itself. So now that I have free reign, so Debbie wants to have this talk with Endeavor because that's his father. And then you have Natsu over there telling Endeavor that it's because of him. Like, oh no, wait a second. What did he say exactly about Toya? What happened to our big brother Toya? Whatever happened. Yeah. So they don't know what happened. Well, they actually know what happened. I don't know. But whatever, man. It's not that I know everything. Like, I know all the details about what happened with Endeavor and Toya, now Debbie, but the siblings, clearly, especially Natsu, clearly that is still in his mind and he's not forgiving Endeavor for that. So the conversation, this talk that Toya wants to have with Endeavor is probably going to reveal all of that, So yeah. Spoilers over. It's gonna be so hard to watch the upcoming episodes and when Debbie is involved and me not just saying anything. I don't know, but we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/FialiMini. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.